Well, we still celebrate the fact that 200 years ago we were able to abolish the slave trade of Africans across the Atlantic. Unfortunately, we weren't able to eliminate slavery for all time. And today we see a pernicious return of the global slave trade that reaches to every continent in the world. And it reaches in the millions of people, as many as 27 million people. It affects children, women, men. It affects child soldiers and forced laborers and sex trafficking. So yes, it's a monumental problem in the world today. First, you have to start with extreme poverty. It's extreme poverty that makes people vulnerable to be kidnapped or to be deceived or to even sell a child. So first is extreme poverty. And it's also to be a woman. 80% of those who are forced into slavery today in the world are women. Or to be a child. Half of those trafficked into slavery are children. So those would be the primary conditions. Unfortunately, right now there's not much protection for victims of trafficking, those who have been brought into this country against their will or deceived to come into the country. So there are some cases that are publicized from time to time, like these 6 young teens from the Cook Islands that came to Australia and were forced to work for 2 years for really no pay, and they were treated violently. This is all the telltale signs of trafficking, but also in the sex trafficking area. But right now there's no real protection for victims, so they don't come forward. And frankly, many police officers are not trusted, not because Australian police are not trusted, but because the countries of origin where these victims come from, they have been trafficked, and the participation of the abduction was by the police in their own country. So they don't trust police officers. So we need to create an environment where victims could come forward. I really wanted to write this book for what I call a new generation of abolitionists, because even though I found disturbing the fact that so many people were in slavery, I was also inspired by those who are actually doing something, that there are things we can do. And what I have boiled it down to is that the individual or the congregation of a church or a lawyer or a professional of any kind, that they can do something. Even a child can do something by helping out those who are leading the fight against slavery. Now, I have a campaign I started called the Not For Sale Campaign. And we have a website, notforsalecampaign.org, where you can be a student and you can do investigation on where trafficking can be found, maybe in Southeast Asia or maybe in Australia. We have sports teams that are giving $1 for every goal they score in football, or for every basket they score in basketball. And that money goes directly to emancipate slaves in Africa or Asia or Latin America. Or you could be an architect who helps to create housing for emancipated slaves who have been freed, or entrepreneurs or business professionals who can help create mini enterprises for emancipated slaves. We need everyone, and there's something everybody can do to be an abolitionist of the 21st century.